for one. Triple down.
Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Sorry again for the voice, picked up a cold from Guardian Con. But anyways, today we are focusing on the returning exotic pulse rifle called Bad Juju. Now, Bad Juju is a familiar weapon for many seasoned Destiny players. In fact, for many Destiny veterans, this may have been the first exotic weapon you ever earned, since the quest to obtain it was short and available the first week that Destiny 1 launched. So, now in Destiny 2, the gun is almost identical to the way that it was in Destiny 1. The exotic perk on the pulse, it does a few things. First and foremost, kills with this weapon instantly refill your magazine from reserves. This means that as long as you're getting kills, you won't have to stop and reload the weapon. This is certainly handy for taking out mobs of smaller enemies in PvE activities. And the second thing the exotic perk does is it gives you extra super energy for the kills that you get with String of Curses active. This is pretty helpful in PvE activities when you're slaying adds constantly. This is a lot less useful in PvP. The occasional double kill will award you some extra super energy, as seen in the opening clip of this video. But for the most part, you're going to be getting the same number of supers with this equipped in PvP that you would without it. The only difference is just how soon those supers become available. The exception to that rule, it kicks in when you get the catalyst completed for the Bad Juju, because the catalyst actually increases the duration of String of Curses, allowing you more time to get successive kills to boost your super energy. I've seen some concerns about this in PvP, and I can tell you flat out that it's not an issue. I mean, unless your whole team is just lining up and letting one player with Juju kill all 6 of you in one swoop, it's not going to largely affect the outcome of the match. The last thing the exotic perk does for you is it basically grants you Rampage. When String of Curses is active, you're going to get a slight buff to your damage, and this means roughly about 3 more damage per headshot. It doesn't affect the number of bursts required to kill an opponent, but it does mean that you can land a few more body shots in your volley instead of headshots and still get the kill. Bad Juju is a fast-firing and fully automatic pulse rifle with an RPM of 450. It's also a bit of a laser beam. Melting people with this gun is exceedingly fun. The weapon is no joke and can drop enemy players very quickly, and it even has some decent range to it. The biggest drawback, though, in my opinion, is the optics. The sight picture is a little muddled and restrictive, and the tiny red dot in the center gets easily lost in the muzzle flashes and in the chaos of gunfights. This leads to bursts missed and lost gunfights sometimes. Ultimately, I think that this is a fantastic pulse rifle, and you really can't go wrong with equipping it. It does, I think, get outclassed by a Bygones in PvP for consistency and stronger kill clip potential. It's not the next big thing in PvP by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly a welcome addition to the sandbox, and I believe you'll continue to see it used based on its capacity to kill and convenience of auto-loading the magazine on kills. It's also really fun to use with chromatic fire, just a little tip. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and hopefully the gameplay continues to be entertaining. I will let the gameplay continue to roll on. You can hear the gun. One thing I would tell you to listen for, the gun just sounds very unique when firing, but also when you're readying the gun or coming out of a reload animation, sometimes you hear like this chittering. I don't know what I would akin it to, but it's kind of creepy and sort of ominous, you know. Almost gives you this feeling like you're in a dark cave and there's creatures kind of scuttling around you. I don't know. I really like it. So thanks for watching the video. Please feel free to stop by the Twitch channel sometimes at twitch.tv/thetruevanguard, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.
Take it! Guardian to the right of you. Guardian to the left. says warlocks are better with books than with guns. Okay, it was me. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead. Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian. Down. Triple down. Look at them fall. Outstanding. Phenomenal.